All right, so let's add some interactivity. Right now we have it where a character can run through, jump on this box, they find a ladder. Let's add like a little bounce platform right here. And what we'll do is we'll erase half of this ladder. So you have to bounce on the ladder and then grab maybe one of these top pieces. So we'll have to kind of gamify this. So in your climbing tile map, open your tile palette and just grab your eraser. And let's erase, I don't know, maybe half of this. And then you'll have to, like I said, play with the jump of your character, and we'll do that later, so that A, he can't just jump in general, and two, So let's go ahead and right click on platform grid. Let's go to 2D object and tile map, and let's add another rectangular tile map. And this one we're going to call bounce objects. And on this, really we should have like a trampoline image that we can add or something. But for now, we're just going to essentially represent it with, let's see. We got these cool ledges here, actually. Um, I don't know. It's just for the sake of example. I mean, like if you're making your own game, you'd have to reskin this anyway. But let's use this guy right here. So here's our bounce object. And what I'll do is I will, let's see, let's how far we can maybe put it here. We'll go with the pink one so it really stands out. Now for bounce objects, let's actually go over here and then do apply all. I'm gonna make a another layer in here. So I'm gonna go with add layer, and you can see we have these sorting layers up here. And I'll just call this bounce. And I know I want it to be in front of the background and background wall, so that should bounce up here. And for bounce objects, let's go ahead and just tag this as bounce. Did I not save my layer? Oh, because I have to do it under my render layer, or sorting layer rather. So let's go ahead and select bounce, and now it should appear there. So now it's kind of subtle, but what happens is as the person's running and maybe they hit it, it'll have collision on it. So let's go ahead and add a composite collider 2D. And so that, if they're walking this way and they see it, maybe they'll assume it's part of the background and they won't be able to go anymore. And then they'll jump. And then what might be good though is maybe we put 3 of them, and that will really signify, like if the character jumps, he'll hit one, something like that. And then he'll be like, oh, okay, I can bounce on multiple ones. So here's our bounce objects. Again, I want to go over here and make sure I do apply all so that it adds those bounce objects to my section here. All right, let's stay on our bounce objects layer. So let's test this. Let's go back to our game view. And right now, they're not really going to be, oh, looks like I bounce objects. I have a rigid body on this. And let's go ahead and let's see. Really, I don't think we need this. I'm just going to remove this component. Oh, you know what? I don't want composite collider 2D. I want tile map collider 2D. Jeez. So let's actually go inside of here and let's remove them. Oh, let's get through that one more time. Sorry. Tile map collider 2D. We might have to when we go back. No, it looks like I got rid of it because we went inside of it this time. Yeah, there we go. Tile map collider 2D. All right, let's press play. And I'm playing, kind of going, I'm jumping this way. Boom. I'm walking. Oh, I'm stuck. Actually, I can't even jump off of these because they're not marked as. Remember, you have to have things in order to jump. It has to register something as ground. So if we look at our platform here, we have it marked as platform. So it has to be marked as platform to jump off of it. So I might even keep that in there just for the time being because it's like, wait, something is happening. But anyways, you can see here, and I can't reach the ladder with this jump, which is fine. All right, so let's go into our project and in our art folder here. And inside this art folder, I'm going to create a new material. And I'm going to call this physics material. Oops, sorry. I want to create a new folder. Geez, where's my head at? And this is where I'm going to put all of my physics materials. So create folder, physics material. And then I want to right click on that physics material, create, and then let's see, physics material here. And I wonder, they used to have a physics material 2D. Maybe it's all just one physics material. No. Yeah, here we go. Physics material 2D. Okay. Good. Happy I checked. All right, let's delete this one. And then let's select our bouncy objects here. And then you could see tile map collider inside of this material. This is where you could drag your physics material 2D. And that's why this is specifically just for bounce objects. Let's go in here and just apply that too. Now, when you select your physics material 2D, you can see there's friction, there's bounciness. So let's say we make this 10, okay? And I'm just gonna grab my player for now and just move them all the way over here. Just so we can test this a little bit better. Let's press play. Now you can see when I jump and he lands on it, he shoots into space. So let's try something. Let's try something a little bit not as crazy. So maybe 1. See how that goes. So we've got this nice little bounce area. Got it. So 1 was enough to kind of give a little bit of a challenge. Actually, if we fall off the top, it gives us a little bit more. There we go. I was able to grab it with 1. You might want to do 1, let's see, 1.5 or something if you really don't want to, because it's their first time seeing a bounce object. And we don't have a run where you hold shift or anything yet. So here we go. Boom. Yeah, 1.5 is, I'll do like 1.3. Right. So one other thing that I'm sure you've noticed is sometimes your character sticks to the walls. So like, oops, let me undo that. If I jump, see how he's like stuck to the wall as I hold the right arrow and he doesn't slide down. So let's make one more physics material. Let's see, create 2D, and we'll just call this slide. And then inside of our platformer tile map here, we have this physics material 2D here, and then this composite collider 2D. I'm just gonna make friction really like 0 here. Or you could set it like really low, maybe point. Oh, this is bouncy, sorry. For my slide material here, I'm gonna make friction like 0.1. And hopefully that he should just slide off of the wall. So let's go ahead and select our bounce, our platform tile map, grab our slide material here and just drop it inside of our tile map collider, or rigid body 2D. I think that's where we put it. Let's take a look. If not, we'll put it in both. The composite collider 2D. Let's see here. I jump over this. Yeah, it goes in our composite collider 2D. Actually, you know what? Let me remove these. Now that I think about it, there's a couple things. It should actually be set to 0 so that we have no friction, and it should really just be on the player himself. So here's our player's capsule collider, and I'm going to do slide because our player is the one that's sticking. So I think now our character should no longer stick. Let's see if I can jump over these platforms. Yeah, see how he just slides down? I'm like holding to the side. And I might end up adjusting the jump of my character to later when I start finishing my gameplay. But that's it for now.